Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Okay, should I start presenting now?
Please.
Go for it.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hi, everybody. My topic today is a type of nanobot that can help the world and help many lives in our world. Let me introduce myself for the second time. My name is Siddharth Vikram. I'm in 3rd grade and 8 years old. I have many interests, but here are a few of them: Minecraft, math, coding, and science, and being here with all of you. So my topic is nanobots. So I think some of you here might want to know, what is a nanobot? Well, a nanobot is a robot around the size of a nanometer, exactly 1/1000th of a meter. That is so small it can be used inside a human or animal body. Here are two facts about nanobots. 1. Nanobots are made from materials such as diamond, silver, gold, DNA sheets, proteins, and more. 2. The first nanobots were made in the 1980s. Now let us switch to the nanobots in real life and ideas that are upcoming. First, a team of researchers have used a nanobot to drill for bacteria. Nanobots also are used to test new drugs in this process. So there are at least 2 nanobots. Let's just say there are 2 nanobots. Doctors will give those 2 nanobots each one drug. Then they'll go inside of the body, around the body, and find a tissue with 2 infected cells with the same threat. Then they will inject the drug into the threat, and which drug is more effective will go into the data back to the doctor. The doctor will know the best drug to the patient. Also, the nanobot can be used to deliver drugs directly to cells, making the effectiveness of the drug much more stronger. Nanobots can be used to block blood supply from tumor and kill the tumor cells. So I remember when I told you that a team of researchers have made a nanobot that can kill the bacteria. That is a part of my idea. So let me explain more. These machines have single molecule motors that spin at 3 million rotations a second when a blue light shines on them. The drilling motors, when spinning, when they approach bacteria or cancer cells, will kill them. The bacteria or cancer cells have no defense against this cancer machine. Even if they mutate 100 times, no, it's still gonna die. So now here is my idea. My idea is to use white blood cells. These are the cells that help protect your body against invaders such as viruses and bacteria. To deliver the bot, they use the white blood cells by doing this. Scan the body. Ooh, I see a white blood cell. It approaches it, then it attaches to it. Once it attaches to it, it'll just enjoy a quiet ride around the body, and if it gets through any blockage tissue, it will terminate it. That will help the body a lot. So then when the white blood cell reacts with a threat such as a virus or bacteria or cancer cell, the bot will also recognize the threat. It'll get off the bot, then start chasing the threat until it's drilled up. So the researchers with the drilling nanobot have a problem. Do you remember that the blue light that shines on them activates them? Well, there's a problem if it is going to be tested on live humans and animals. You see my skin? I'm sure that there's a lot of layers of skin protecting my skin. So how can the light get through? I'm guessing only a fraction of it can get through. So what else other than light can get through solid objects? Then I thought maybe it could be activated and disabled by sound. You could use high frequency or radio waves to start it. And also, this robot could go through places where the white blood cells can go. Do any of you know one of those places? It's the blood-brain barrier. And that also brings me to how I got this idea. Someone I know has been suffering from brain infection. So that's how I got this idea and started to research and see if there was any way to help. And this way will help and stop the brain infection before it gets too large and too severe to stop. So I wanted to have some fun with this. So I made a scratch project. You see that quick code?
Yes.
You could copy it if you want, or you could follow these instructions. So go onto a Google Chrome browser and type scratch.mit.edu. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Click enter, and then you'll get into the Scratch website. When you're there, you have to type in the search bar, it's up here, the Nano Shuriken. Click enter, and you'll probably see a mischievous cat if there's more than one project. And you should click on the project, and I'll leave you to explore my project.
Oh my, that was wonderful. Is there that was excellent. Is there a way to make sure that it only goes after the specific cells that you want?
Well, a part of the old idea, this is the thing. A part of the old idea has some information. The drilling nanobot has some information on what are the right cells to target. So I think I should put some of that into mine. And I forgot to mention that this is how my nanobot looks like when it's about to attach to the white blood cell. Here's a drill head that it uses to drill through a threat such as cancer, bacteria, viruses. Here's an attaching arm to help it attach to white blood cells and capture a threat. Here are sensors that sense its surroundings because, of course, you need that. Then it has a white blood cell divider helper, which is sort of like glue that helps it stick on. But its motor power is way more than that, so it can easily get off.
My goodness. So have you been able to do enough research to determine what particular tools you might need to, move this forward?
I don't really know. All I know is that it's gonna be very small, and I'm sort of it's gonna look a lot like this design.
Wow.
How did you teach yourself the coding? Or did you teach it yourself? Did somebody else teach it to you?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I attended classes, I think, a few years ago, and I learned Scratch, and now I've been making many projects on them. So I hope I want any of you here to raise your hand if you got in my project.
I only have one computer, so I wasn't able to go into it, but I did copy it down, so I'm going to try it.
And I put it into the YouTube live so people can click on it.
Thank you very much. I hope people will love the game. So any last questions for me?
What do you think your next step will be?
Let me see. I think the step should be to try to make this idea a reality.
That would be fabulous. Do you go to school? Do you have teachers who help you, or do you have particular people in the community who work with you?
Can you make that more clearer? Because I don't understand.
Okay. In your school, do you have a teacher or a series of teachers who work with you?
You mean in regular? Wait, are you saying I have one teacher per subject?
Yeah. Do you have a teacher that helps you with this at all?
No, I just it's me, my dad, my mom, and well, somewhat my little brother.
Great. Okay. So, are there community people or people who are involved in research that you interact with?
Well, no, it is just me and my family.
Great. Well, you're very lucky to have such help at home.
Thank you. My parents are smiling right now, and I bet my brother is too if he would hear this.
Oh, that's so good. Well, thank you so very much. And you did a great job as a co-host, I have to admit.
Thank you.